Welcome and thanks for watching. Today we're going to take a look at another automatic clamping car mount for your mobile device. So in the past video I covered a similar product. It was an automatic clamping car mount for my iPhone XS Max. Well, a company by the name of Banggood was generous enough to send me another one to look at. This one's a little different. The style is a little different. This one's about $25. It has automatic arms to clamp around your mobile device, and it is also a wireless charger for your vehicle. So let's go ahead and get to it, open it up and see what's inside. So here it is. It is a smart sensor car wireless charger S5 from Banggood. And I'd like to thank them again for sending this out to me so that I can give it a quick review. There's the front of the box. It says 2 wireless charging modes, support quick charge wireless fast charging equipment such as iPhone 8, iPhone 10, iPhone 8 Plus, Samsung S6, Edge, S7, 7 Edge, 8 Plus, and S9 Plus. And I would imagine the same with the iPhone XS and XS Max. It says standard charging mode compatible with Qi enabled devices. It says smart sensor car wireless charger, and on the back are the specs. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what comes in the box. And here's what's in the box. Looks like this is the charger itself. Set that aside. And a few things underneath. This looks to be the clamp to clamp it onto your vent, and it's going to have a ball and socket joint as well, I'm sure. And here they include a USB-C cable. It looks like USB-A to C, USB-C. And here is the literature. This is the English, and it supports 10 watts and 7.5 watt fast charging. 7.5 watt is for the iPhone 10 and 8. And that's the literature that comes with that. Let's put that back and put this away. Let's go ahead and take a look at the clamp itself. So the one thing I liked about this, when they sent me a photo of it, before they sent it out, was kind of like the design of it. It has a nice curve on the arms. It's a nice silver finish, and I think this would probably match my car's interior better than the previous one I looked at. So as you can see, it says wireless charger, and the other one had a soft touch button to open and close the arms. This one has a sensor up top so that it knows when something's near it, it'll open the arms. And then here along the bottom are your ports for the USB-C, and then some LED lights, it looks like. And then for the mount, obviously goes in here. Let's go ahead and put that in now. It's a little easier to get it on there before actually installing it in the car. So one thing I noticed about this one, right from the start, is that it does not seem to have a internal battery. If you remember on my last video for the other clamping arm, as soon as I touched it, it opened because there was an internal battery. I don't think this one has that. But let's go ahead and plug it in, install it in the car, and see how it looks and how it works. So here we are in the car. I have the wireless charger here. I'm going to go ahead and connect it to power. I have a wire running into the glove box. I have an accessory outlet there. So I'll plug in the USB-C wire into the charger, and then I will mount it onto the vent. And let me get it just into the position I want, and I'll tighten it down. And let's see how that looks like. I mean, have to tighten it a little more. And there it is. So as you can notice, this doesn't have the internal battery. So in order for it to get power to open the clamping arms, I'm gonna have to set the vehicle, not accessory, but on. So the vehicle, the power is on, and as you can see, the arms now do actuate. So I can go ahead and put my phone, just lay it in front, and then lay it down, and it will clamp. And to release the phone, there is a sensor in the back. As soon as you put your hand back there, you can grab your phone. So that's kind of actually pretty cool. The fact that it has a sensor to open and close. One thing I will note is this has a case on it. So right now, with the case, it is slightly too thick. It still clamps onto it, but the clamping arms are flush. The edge is flush. I'd feel better if they wrapped around the phone, but it still fits, and it still clamps, and it works pretty well actually. And then I can set my car and play music and view the map, and the navigation and everything's accessible there, and I can actually do that without taking my eyes off the road if I was driving, although you never should operate your phone while you were driving, although this does put it in a good viewing area so that you can watch your maps and wherever you're going. And let's see if it'll work in landscape. So here's the phone. Get it all the way to the side, let it close, and yes, it's strong enough to hold it in landscape. So that's a good strong clamp. Again, with the case on there, it still holds it. I wouldn't mind if this was a little wider to accommodate it, because it's just like right there on the edge. But it still does hold it pretty well. Let's see if I take the case off and see if it holds a little better. And this is a clear case, so there is some thickness to it, but it's not too bad. Yeah, here's the phone. Let's go ahead and try it without the case. Put it in there. And yeah, without the case, the arms go around the phone nicely, and it grips it very securely. With the case, it still does work, although instead of the edges going over and around the phone, it is stuck right on the edge of the case here. So I like this. I think it looks good. It certainly matches my interior. The nice silver accents, and this is plastic, although they kind of look metal. These are plastic, but they're silver coated, and it matches some of the silver trim I actually have in this vehicle. And there's some silver accents on our vents, and that looks nicer than the other one. Although one thing is, you do need power on to work the motor. So say one of the things that I've noticed while using this is, let me put this back upright. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the phone back in here. So one of the things I did notice is, say I'm going somewhere and I'm gonna rush and I still have my phone there, and if I turn the car off, I can't remove the phone. So that's a minor annoyance. So after using it for a while though, I did kind of learn that, kind of re-taught myself that if I am somewhere and, before I turn the key off, I always remember to remove the phone, and then I'll turn the key off. Just because there won't be power supplied to this in this car if I turn the key off in the phone. Again, if I turn off the power, the phone is stuck. I can't take it out. There's no manual way to undo this. It does need the motor to open it up. So one thing to keep in mind if you do pick this up is you will need the power on the outlet at all times if you want to actuate the motors. But other than that, I think the case looks great. It kind of looks like it almost fits in this car, again, because of the silver accents. I like the design, and it works well with the phone, and I think it's a good looking case. Hey, so that's going to do it for this video review of the automatic clamping car mount from Banggood. And this is a good alternative to the one I featured in the past video. The only real gripe I have is this one doesn't have an internal battery. So you have to make sure that your car is still running before you remove the device. Otherwise, you're gonna go to remove the device like I experienced, and then I have to turn the car back on so just so I could remove my phone. After using it a few weeks, I did adjust after a few days, and it really wasn't that much of an issue. The only other thing that I wish they did was made the arms a little wider, or the curve a little wider, so that it can accommodate a phone with a case. I don't know too many people who use a phone without a case. This works great with a phone that doesn't have a case, but if they could have made those adjustments to the design so that it would also accommodate phones with cases, that would have been great as well. Other than that, I really like the styling of this. I think it looks better in the vehicle than the previous one I had. So just a few minor gripes, but I definitely could recommend this to anyone who doesn't have one of these yet and want kind of like that cool auto clamping feature in their wireless charger. Thanks again for watching. If you found this review helpful, please give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, or you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe and maybe tap that bell icon to get notifications from when I release new content. And until the next time, take care and be safe out there.